Well, the Joint Chiefs of Staff had been wishing for quite some time, in terms of years, that they had some way of slowing the trucks down in Vietnam. That led me to advise the Joint Chiefs of Staff that we had a potential weapon system, and so I was asked to start to put together a top secret operation to go to Vietnam to see if we couldn't make it rain more
Project
over there
Popeye.
as a military operation. All the roads over there were dirt roads, and when it rained, it caused them a lot of problems. So that during the monsoon season, there was so much rain and water in the roads that the trucks really couldn't move very freely. Our mission was to make it rain during the dry season. On that particular day, the clouds were very small. There just weren't any real big thunderstorms or anything like that. But I picked a cloud that was sitting out essentially by itself with a number of small clouds. I'm talking about clouds whose tops were somewhere near the freezing level, but not high enough to really grow. And I nurtured one of those clouds until it finally got it in well past the freezing level. And then the cloud developed a lot of convective activity, and it started sucking clouds into it, just building up and building up. And I took a series of pictures what I called for 41 minutes. By the end of 41 minutes, we had flown up to over 65,000 feet, and we still couldn't reach the top of the cloud. So we knew we had a barn burner there.
It's overcast.
This is a global operation, and it affects everybody and every living thing. So this is that important.
There are arguments put forth that chemtrails, or these man-made clouds, are all normal due to the right atmospheric conditions, but this is not a reasonable argument. The fact is that the introduction of fine chemicals or aerosols into the atmosphere have a profound effect on cloud formation. Unfortunately, this is not taken into consideration by scientists to explain the phenomenon that we are all witnessing.
Can particles influence the formation of clouds? I went to Geneva to visit CERN, where scientists study how particles and radiation influence the formation of clouds.
We assume that there are man-made effects influencing today's formation of clouds through humans' direct introduction of various particles into the atmosphere, and these particles then serving as condensation nuclei for the formation of clouds, which influence the climate, because the properties of clouds, how long they persist, and how much sunlight they reflect, that changes, depending on how much additional man-made aerosols are put into the air.
It's the scheduled weather for the U.S. winter. And I say scheduled, again, because we have Lockheed Martin doing the weather, private defense contractor and geoengineering participant, Lockheed Martin, doing the weather modeling for the FAA. We have Raytheon, a private defense contractor, up to their neck in weather modification, doing the weather modeling for National Weather Service and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. You have the Foxes running the hen house. So what's the scheduled weather for this winter? Right now, it appears that what is planned is a cooler than normal southern U.S. in spite of far above normal temperatures completely surrounding this region. From the northern tier, a band across the northern U.S., predicted to be far above normal temperatures, far above normal ocean temperatures. The west is scheduled to be far above normal. The Atlantic Ocean's above normal. How do you have a cold zone in the middle? Because that's where much of the El Nino moisture will be steered, diverted, and ice nucleated. We'll probably see a lot of ice storms this winter. Why is there an ice storm every time we have a quote-unquote winter storm? As we saw last winter, we had the paid meteorologist disinformation actors, which is what they are in the Weather Channel, and sources like that. All of those agencies, again, owned by the corporate power structure, Bain Capital, Rothschilds, and so on. Monsanto, another one. we have them explaining to us why there's a warm side and a cold side to a winter storm. Since when is there a warm side and a cold side to a winter storm? Since geoengineering entered the picture. They need the moisture to chemically ice nucleate. It's part of the process. So we see now typically thunderstorms and warm temperatures on one side of a quote winter storm. Then we'll have an ice band in the middle, ice storm, and then we'll have the winter storm side, the cold side, as the chemical ice nucleation process takes hold. These are unprecedented conditions, and now they're the norm.
Yeah, some vapes failed the lead test, so probably got aluminum problems too. All the spraying they're doing, they did a lot of spraying today. We got sunshine beyond the spray, as you can see that down there. Pretty much the way it's been all day. You go inland, you see this clearing